So just to know how many retail sectors are in fundamental change, I would like you to take a walk with me, like I do in the morning in Amsterdam, when I'm in town, when I'm not flying about. This is where my office is. It's on a beautiful canal in Amsterdam. Just to show you the map, that's the central station up there. I walk there, that's about a 7-minute walk, and I end up in my office here on the canal. It's a single canal, beautiful spot. Most of you may know it when you're in Amsterdam because the canal boats go through there a lot. And interesting for those Brits amongst you, we have a coffee shop, De Rokerij, up there, and that's the first stop for all the stag partying Brits that come into our town on Friday afternoon. They sit there blowing away all day, and then on Sunday evening they go back home. So they go into these canal boats. I pass them on my way to the office. I cross the bridge, then I turn right here into Nieuwedijk, the new dike officially, and I pass some porn shops. Well, I'm afraid that's the reality, that's how it is. I must say, although Amsterdam has a bad name, you can find porn shops around central stations all over the world. All the guys in the audience will know, the ladies won't, but that's the reality. There used to be a dozen porn shops on my way to the office, all spread out there. It gets boring when you pass it every day. But there are just 2 left, and they're both earning a very meager living, and all the others are victim of the information retail revolution. They changed their retail format to erotic hardware now, and they're leaving porn and movies to the internet. So they've gone away, and they wiped away the brick and mortar store. So it's the information technology first, and that is leading into information retail revolution, and that's hitting your business a lot. The more information is there in your product or in your process, the more the information retail revolution hits you. So the most there is in there, like with banks, like with porn, with music or whatever, the more chance that the information retail revolution will hit very, very hard. But in consumer goods, which is your trade, there is much more information in both your product and definitely in your process than you may like to think. And I'm going to open up your minds to that. Well, also in the information retail revolution, you have to play the no-compromise game. And this is the game that you're playing. You used to play that already for the past decades, but you're going to play that again in the future, only with a different mean. What defines no compromise is changing rapidly. So I'm opening up the box for you, and what the consumer perceives as value is changing rapidly, and what she perceives as price is changing rapidly, much more rapidly than you would like. Well, I'm invited here because I know about changes in retail. That's my daily job. And I'm a retail strategy consultant, so I do that for both retailers and producers, so I know both sides of your business in many sectors, so not only in consumer goods, but also in all other types of retail sector. I do that all over the world in both consumer goods and both also consumer services sector. The consumer services sector, think of post office, think of banks, all those kind of sectors. They've been hit by the information retail revolution already 7, 8, 9 years ago, and it's hitting them even harder. There are some lessons to be learned from these other retail sectors, so I want you to look outside the box of your sector more than your company. And that's true, you, also the bosses of mighty consumer goods sector, you can learn from looking in the other sectors.